when comparing, like I said, there's no comparison. You know, like when you compare Errol Spence to Terence Crawford, there was no comparison. Like my career, I'm already going to the Hall of Fame. Like if we retire right now, he's not going to the Hall of Fame. You know, but when it's all said and done, when you look at my fight with Errol Spence and how easy I defeated Errol Spence compared to all these guys that they call him bums, that should tell them something right there. You know, this guy, the guys that you was calling all bums and this and that and this, put up a better fight than your favorite fighter.
Shout out to Travis Hartman. This is from the Travis Hartman Weighing In podcast. Go check out the video, subscribe to the channel. Great interview. Terence Crawford says Errol Spence at this stage of his career is not a Hall of Fame fighter. I agree. Errol Spence is a good fighter. It took him 10 years to get 3 belts, 1 weight class. And he also says how the Errol Spence fight verified his resume. You know, people were saying, including me, I thought the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight would be more competitive. But instead, it was total domination. Terence Crawford made it look very easy, look like it's easier than other opponents he has fought, which people call nobodies. And the reason they call them nobodies is because they don't have a name in a division. And since they don't have a name in the division and casuals don't know who they are, they become nobodies. Just because you don't have a well-known name in boxing does not mean you're not a good fighter. And I think after the Errol Spence fight, it upgraded Terence Crawford's resume. And Terence Crawford said the same thing. He says Avanesian, Kavalauskas, Benavidez, fighters like that gave me a better fight than Errol Spence. And I would have to agree with him because he made that Errol Spence fight look easy. It looked easier than the Kavalauskas and Avanesian fight. Kavalauskas came to fight and he gave Terence Crawford problems. He got knocked out at the end, but at least he came to fight, and it was very competitive. The Errol Spence fight was not competitive. I even thought the one-legged Jose Benavidez, as they called him, gave a better showing than Errol Spence. And if you're Errol Spence's team and you're hearing all this is bulletin material for you. You should be motivated to go into the rematch and give a more competitive fight. I mean, Bud is saying you're one of the easier fights in his career. Also saying that you're not a Hall of Fame fighter. You're a great fighter, but not Hall of Fame worthy. If I'm Errol Spence, I am sleeping in the gym after those words. It may not do me any good, but at least I'm gonna go in there and try. What are your thoughts? Is Errol Spence a Hall of Famer? If I had to pick a Hall of Famer in the PBC, I would pick Jermell Charlo. I think Errol Spence has some more work to do. And do you think Errol Spence is one of the easier opponents Terence Crawford has faced? I wouldn't say his easiest. I would say he is tailor-made to what Crawford likes to do. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.